Hey friends, Keith Ellison here, Minnesota Attorney General, the People's Lawyer. My job is to help people afford their lives and live with dignity, safety, and respect. And you can't live with dignity, safety, and respect if you fall victim to the telemarketing fraud that's out there. These people might get you through the mail, through the phone, or through the internet. And believe me, it's big business, about $40 billion a year because of this telemarketing fraud. Now, these people are professionals. They're good. And you got to give them credit for the crookedness that they engage in. So good that they do take in people sometimes, but you don't want to be their victim. So let's talk about that a little bit. First of all, they take advantage of people. They take advantage of people's trust. Some of our neighbors, particularly some of our seniors, grew up at a time when you could trust people and that, you could do business on a handshake. Those days are over. And so we want to make sure that you know how to protect yourself from these telemarketer fraudsters. Let's talk about their tactics. Number one, these people use high pressure sales tactics. They make you think that you've got to have their product now. No, you don't. The reality is if there's something you need, and even if you need it right away, you can initiate and look for the product yourself. If they're calling you, telling you you've got to have this and give me your information now, they're probably using a high pressure sales tactic, which is a telltale sign of a fraud. Oftentimes they offer phony sweepstakes or prizes. Most legitimate businesses don't do that, and that's kind of another flag, if you will, that there's a fraud coming up. Another thing is that sometimes they ask for donations from non-existent charities. We have at the Minnesota Attorney General's office a registration database for all the charities. So if you want to know if this is a legit charity, you can ask us, but ask around, ask your friends. If they're calling you, soliciting you, make sure it's a real charity before you give your money to it. And then also they ask you for your personal information. The reality is when people start asking for Social Security and you didn't call them and you didn't ask them, it's probably not good. Sometimes they'll buy data that has your name on it. And when they buy that data, they will try to pretend that they're a company that you did business with before. So you want to make sure you check that. And they also might try to open up a fake account in your name. So be careful on that too. Now here's how to avoid the scammers. First of all, know what's going on, know what those signs are, but also don't send money orders or prepaid gift cards to people. That is a telltale sign. Legit businesses don't really do that, and so be aware. Number two, if you're told about a computer virus, don't send them anything. Go to a trusted repair shop. You can look them up. There's a lot of them out there. And generally, when these computer virus scams are just trying to get your data and your information. Number three, don't give personal information to people you don't know. Call them back at a number you trust to confirm. Anybody wants your Social Security number? No, we don't do that. We don't give our Social Security number over the phone. We don't give our credit card number over the phone. We don't do those kind of things. This is not a good idea, and legit businesses tend not to do this. Then you want to ask for an offer or contract materials in writing. You don't want to just, you want to make sure that you have a written body of material so that you can really look it over and take your time. And then, and this is very important, be always ready to walk away. If the deal doesn't feel right or it's too much pressure, just say, thank you, I'm done with this conversation. Click. And of course, ask around, do your homework, and your friends, your family are often a good source of information for products and services that you might want. Now, if you've been a victim of a scam, first thing, don't be embarrassed. Speak up. By speaking up, you're going to help us shine light. You're going to help us find people who are doing these bad things. So give us a call at our office, and I'll give you the number in a moment. But if you will speak up, you can help a lot of people. And these scammers, they know that people get embarrassed when they're victims of scams, and they're going to try to use your embarrassment or your shame to silence you. Also, sunlight on these tactics can help stop the next scammer. And then reach out to my office. The Minnesota Attorney General's office has a whole group of experts in the area of consumer protection who can help you. We call them the Consumer Action Team, and you can reach them at 651-296-3353. 651-296-3353. So thank you for listening. This is another edition of Scam Stoppers, looking out for your paycheck, looking out for your family's budget and your income. Thank you, and stay safe.